All right, good morning, YouTube. Happy Saturday. So thanks for joining us. This is the Best Daily Bets channel. I am your host, Dylan, and we've got a four-team parlay here for you today that I feel really good about. So we're coming off a win yesterday. We only had two bets in there, but we were 2 for 2, so that was an easy cash for us. And we're looking to get something similar here today. However, we've got four teams on tap. So let's go ahead and get into it. Our first game is going to be in the English Premier League, and we are taking the Burnley money line. Burnley is a team that's playing decently well. We can't say that they're playing amazing. However, they've hung really tough with some good teams. So uh, the Wolverhampton Wolves, they had a 1-1 draw with them. They drew with Liverpool, and frankly, if you watched that game like I did, Liverpool deserved to lose that game. Burnley was outstanding. Their goalkeeper, Nick Pope, is outstanding. So they really did deserve to win that game. They had a late chance at the end, I think off a corner kick that bounced off the bar, and that would have sealed it. So anyway, they're just playing really, really well. Now, they don't score a ton, which made the under something I was considering. However, the under sitting at 2. And when you have a terrible team like Norwich City, you just can't rely on you can't rely on their defense. So it wouldn't shock me to have Burnley win 2-0 or even 2-1. If they get a goal on, if Norwich City gets a goal on Burnley, I'll be a little bit surprised. Be honest there, but it's soccer. Things happen. We have penalties, so it could certainly happen. For that reason, we're taking Burnley money line. I feel really good about that one. For our next pick, we're going over to Serie A, favorite league, and we are taking the Sassuolo money line. So we got a couple of well, I guess they're favorites, but a couple of road teams that we're taking today. And this one, we're taking Sassuolo because Sassuolo is on fire. They are playing extremely well. They deserve to get the win against Juventus. What was that, Wednesday or Thursday? They deserve to get that win. Didn't happen. As you can see on screen, they got a 3-3 draw, but that was a very close, hard-fought game. Sassuolo was up, I think, the entire game on Juventus. Um, so anyway, I really feel good about that one. I'd like the over in this game too, except that Cagliari hasn't scored. They scored one goal in 5 games, so I don't trust them at all. If you see on screen, they just got taken to town by, or taken to task by Sampdoria. Sampdoria is not a very good team, so anyway, I've got no faith in Cagliari. I think Sassuolo is going to come and hit him in the jaw and hit him early. Probably go up 2-0 in the first half and kind of coast from there. But anyway, doesn't matter. Our prediction is the Sassuolo money line. Okay? Now, for our third pick, we're going to remain in Serie A, and we are taking the over of 3 between AC Milan and Bologna. And the reason we're doing so is AC Milan is on friggin' fire. They are on fire right now. They've got Zlatan, they've got Rebic, they've got Teo Hernandez. They're just playing extremely well. You can't discount them. So they're playing well. They're an attacking side, and their defense isn't very good. So if your defense isn't very good, but you like to score, well, then you're a prime target for an over. Now, looking at the other side, Bologna has, I've actually taken them the last few times on the over. In fact, including the Napoli game, which burned us. However, they had 2 goals disallowed in that game. Bologna did. Napoli hit the post any number of different times, so they could have covered it too. But Bologna, like I said, they had 2 goals disallowed. One of them, um, I was yelling at the TV because it did not look offside. Point is, they score, and so does AC Milan. I don't see this total um, staying under 3 in any way, shape, or form. Probably looking at a 3-1. If I'm going to be honest, I think AC Milan's going to run away with this, so I do think it's going to be 3-1. Could be 2-2, and for that reason, we are safe taking the over of 3. Okay, now for, excuse me. So this is our over of 3 is our lock of the day, and as such, I want you to
You better lock it up.
lock it up, lock it in, guys. All right. Pick number 4. Okay, this pick is going to be a rather unconventional one for me. However, I've been doing really well with the UFC, and there's not a lot of juice on this one, so I understand if you don't want to include this in your pick. But I took the over-under total of rounds in this fight over 2.5. So it's a 3-round fight, but I fully expect this to go the distance. I really do. Why do I expect that? Well, they're both strikers. Sorry, ladies. They're both female, and neither of them has any power. Now, if we're talking about females with power, we're basically relegated to Amanda Nunes. I really don't know anybody else that's going to finish a fight uh, right now as a striker. Now, there are ladies certainly with grappling technique, submission techniques that are finishing fights a little bit earlier, but that's not these two ladies. So if you give me two strikers who go to decision consistently, I'm going to take that all day long. The last 4 fights for Ariane Lipski have gone the distance, so 4 fights, including a 5-round fight. I'm not even sure which promotion that is, but a 5-round fight that went the distance, where she got some kind of belt. And then we look at Luana Carolina, and her last 3 fights have all gone the distance. Now, she has a couple of knockouts, but those are in lesser competitions. I'm not even sure about these promotions, so but Batalia, I don't know. But her last 3 fights have gone decision, including the 2 fights in the UFC or with UFC affiliated fighters. This fight's going the distance, guys. All right, so that's your bet. Let's bring it to camera so we can bring it home. We've got the money line between Burnley and, or the money line of Burnley between Burnley and Norwich City. We have the money line for Sassuolo, okay, against Cagliari. And I apologize, guys, if I'm butchering these names. I probably am. Um, and then we have the over of 3 between AC Milan and Bologna, and that is our lock of the day, guys. All right. And then as our kind of bonus pick, however, I did include it in my personal parlay. I will let you know. But the bonus pick is the over of 2.5 rounds between, make sure I get it right, Ariane Lipski and Luana Carolina. Okay, that's your bet, guys. Get it in. Let's make those bookies pay, and let's make a little bit extra scratch on a Saturday. All right? Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Good luck.